It's Matt for breakfast on Spirit 1026 Headland, and we are going to be communicating with some spirits on the show this morning. Well, hopefully, we'll see what happens. But a very, very well-renowned man is coming to Port Hedland this Thursday at the Matt Dan Cinema and at the Hamilton Road, South Hedland. Now, that's Thursday, 7 p.m. for a 7:30 start. He's been here a few times, but he'll be making his 2015 visit this week. I give you Anthony Grzelka. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. A bit cold down this way, but not too bad at all.
Exactly right. It's just funny because straight away when we started to talk to you on the phone, you were already seeing some channeling into different spirits and stuff. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Well, yeah, Matt, the thing is, when you open up, when I open up my mind to things, and, lots of different energies can come through, and you never know what's going to happen in a session like this. And, just as we were talking, I was straight away getting this younger male coming through here that is trying to acknowledge someone there, But, it could actually be someone listening to this show as well. That's the problem. I mean, this spirit's taking their opportunity to go, I need to talk.
Yeah. How do you feel sometimes when you say you're channeling to different spirits and stuff? Can that maybe do your head in, say, if you want to have a relaxing moment?
No, not really, because over the years I've learned to switch it off. I don't get involved in these things now. I just switch it off. And when if I'm not working and someone's trying to get into my mind, I just don't relate to it. I just push it out of my mind and say, not now. I'm not talking now. And they generally leave me alone, because otherwise, you'd be walking in a shopping centre, you'd have everybody's grandparents jumping out at you and going, I need to talk to her. I need to talk to her. So I generally switch it off, and I don't get involved in it even. And I'm not a big fan, Matt, of doing unsolicited readings for people. I remember when I was on the TV show The One. Yeah. The producers wanted me to go into a shopping centre and just walk through and connect with people as I was walking through.
Yes, now, I did remember that. Yes. Yeah,
and although I can do it, I didn't want to do it. Yeah. I said, look, that's not my thing, because people when they are meant to connect with someone on the other side, they will make the connection. They'll get you there somehow. But so I just don't think I like walking up to someone and going, oh, by the way, I've got your grandmother coming through. So no, I do switch off, and when I'm not working, they don't bother me generally.
Oh, okay. When did you realise that you had this sort of talent and skill to go to the other side?
Well, look, when I was about 5, I was a very little boy. I used to see spirits and have quite a connection to them. And although I wasn't scared of it, I was so unsure of myself. I didn't know what these were. And in fact, people listening to this right now will have grandkids or even children themselves that connect to the other side and have, will wake up and say, look, there was, someone in my bedroom last night, or imaginary friends, or all these sorts of things. Yeah. And, it's easy for people to ignore that, but growing up as a child, all of those things happened to me. I used to see people at the end of my bed. People would try and talk to me, and I, at the end of the day, I thought it was normal. I just thought everybody did that.
Oh, okay.
And being raised in a Roman Catholic family, that wasn't the easiest thing to deal with, because, of course, that was something that was a little bit taboo at the time.
Right,
so
yeah.
I ended up keeping it to myself. I didn't talk about it very much. But my earliest memories are about when I was about 5 years of age. That was when I first started doing it.
Wow, there you go. Now you've come forward. You're going right across the country and also, I guess, globally too. Isn't that an exciting journey?
I do. I work all over the world, actually. Yeah. You'd be surprised. A lot of phone readings I do. There might be in the US, or I might go to Greece, or England, or wherever. So I do a lot of work internationally. In fact, I was over in the UK recently doing some work on television over there. So I do a fair bit of international stuff.
That is fantastic, and you are coming to Port Hedland this week. We're very excited to have you up again. We're about to just head to the 8 o'clock news, and then we're going to have a very special reading because we have Liz and Jack in the studio. So we will do that right after the 8 o'clock news, right here on Spirit 1026 Headland. Spirit 1026 Headland, g'day, it is Matt here, and we've got Anthony Grzelka, Australia's Ghost Whisperer, joining me on the line this morning. He will be in Port Hedland this Thursday at the Matt Dan Theatre and Cinema. You've still got time to grab your tickets. Make sure you check it out online. Go to mattdan.com. All the details are there. Now, we have a very special listener here. Her name is Liz. She's brought her son in, Jack, so you can now introduce yourselves.
Hey, Liz, how are you this morning?
Good, thank you.
Awesome.
And I believe you've got your young son there, Jack.
Yep.
Hello, Jack. How are you, mate?
Good.
Excellent. Liz, now, what we're going to do here, we're going to try and make a connection to the other side for you. One thing I tell everybody when I do this work, even at my events, I never know who's going to come through. You can have the people that you most expect to come through, but you could have the people that you least expect to come through as well.
Yep.
Okay? So are you ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Now, Liz, we've got a couple of people moving around here for you, and I do want to go to your mum's family first. Now, mum's passed, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Now, her mother's passed as well?
Yep.
Okay. Liz, in that side of the family, do you know also if your grandmother or your mother lost a sister?
Yes.
Because I've got three females all coming through together here.
Yep.
Okay. Liz, were you not able to see your mum before she passed?
No, I saw her.
Were you actually there when she passed?
Well, I was, but...
Yeah. Because was she unable to speak to you or unable to communicate with you? It's just, she's giving me a feeling. When I talk to her straight away, she wants me to acknowledge you, but she's making me feel like she never got the chance to communicate or chance to connect with you at the end of her life. Okay?
No, not really.
Well, that's the way she's giving it to me. So I don't know whether she wasn't able to speak to you or she wasn't able to acknowledge you. Do you understand?
Yep.
But there's a sense of... And you know, Liz, the other thing she's saying to me, was the end of her life very quick?
Yep.
Because she makes me feel like I was here and then I was gone.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
That's right, yep.
And it doesn't feel like she has time to even think about this. It's like, I'm here and then I'm gone.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, did you ever meet her mother?
No.
Right. Because I just want to say this to you. I don't know whether your grandmother and your mum didn't get on in this life or it's just that your grandmother was gone for a long time, but your mum's making me feel like she's reconnected with her mother there.
Yeah.
Okay? Which, for her, seems to be very important.
Yeah, because she was gone for a long time.
Yeah, so there's this real sense of needing to acknowledge that and connect to that. Can I ask you, Liz, is there any Aboriginal or any native connection to your family?
Yep.
Because I'm getting a lot of Aboriginal native references here. Can I ask you which side of the family that's on?
Well, we've got a lot of friends who are Aboriginal, so...
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So would Mum have had a lot of Aboriginal friends as well?
No, not really. It's mainly me and my husband.
Right. It's just Mum's making a lot of references here to that, to me, do you understand? So there's obviously a lot of connection there, or Mum's trying to acknowledge someone in particular, but we'll keep moving forward.
Well, I've got a best friend who's... Well, I've got two best friends, but I think I know the one she's thinking about.
Oh.
And is the best friend passed?
No.
She's still here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it could be that what Mum's trying to acknowledge is that person.
Okay.
Okay. And sort of acknowledging them and for whatever reason, just trying to acknowledge them. Now, Liz, can I also ask you, do you know what nationality your mum's family was?
Yeah, it's Scottish.
Right.
And
do you know
Irish.
whether Mary or Maureen would be?
Yeah, Mary's my mum.
That's Mum. Okay. Yeah. She keeps giving me that name.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need to tell you that because she just keeps showing that to me over and over again. So she just wants me to acknowledge her name and wants me to acknowledge the connection there. Now, Liz, can I also ask you, I don't know whether your dad has passed as well.
Yeah.
But Mum keeps acknowledging Dad. Now, Dad passed before Mum, is that correct?
No, Mum went first.
After. Okay. Yeah. So can I ask you also then, do you know if your dad or your mother lost a brother?
Yep, they both have.
There's a male here that Mum's talking about that was already there when she got there. Okay?
Yep.
And it would have been like a brother-in-law, but an older male. Do you understand?
Yep.
That she's trying to talk about and being here.
All right, guys, we're going to throw to another song. This is Echo Smith and Come Together. Anthony Grzelka here on Spirit 1026. It's Matt for breakfast. Spirit 1026 Headland, that is Echo Smith and Come Together. Now, we've got Australia's Ghost Whisperer, Anthony Grzelka, on the line, and he's doing a live reading with one of our listeners, Liz. Let's get back into it.
Liz, can I also ask you, somebody had breast or lung cancer.
Yeah. Yep.
They're talking about the breast or the lung cancer issue here in the family. Can I ask you where that would connect to?
Yeah, Dad had mesothelioma.
That makes sense. So that's a lung issue. So that just confirms to me that we're talking to your dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can I also ask you, Walter or William?
Yep.
Who would that connect to?
My husband's, his granddad's brother's name was William.
And he's passed, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know if he passed with the same thing as your dad?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I just have a feeling it's really weird because your dad is coming through with Bill.
Okay.
So I don't know whether they knew each other or...
No.
But it doesn't seem like they don't know each other, actually. That's why I'm finding it a bit strange that they're coming through together. I'm sort of wondering if it's just because they passed the same way or what have you. But, they're all coming through together here and they're all quite connected here. Now, this is a very common name, but do you know your son Jack there?
Yep.
There is another Jack or a John.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Jack.
Who'd that connect to?
That's my father-in-law's dad.
Right, he's passed as well.
Yep.
So that's Jack's grandfather.
Yep. Great grandfather. Yep.
Now, does that grandfather, John or Jack,
Yep.
was he military?
No, I don't think he was.
There's something that I want to acknowledge. Now, it just feels like I'm looking at military medals here.
Okay, well, my dad was in the army.
So is your father.
Yep.
Okay. Does Jack have a connection to those medals, or does your dad, Jack have a connection to your dad's military past?
Yeah, he does. Yep.
Yeah, because I feel like I need to connect Jack to this. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's just a sense that your dad's obviously trying to acknowledge that. Now, there's a lot of people here, Liz, and I know we haven't got a lot of time on radio, but you have a lot of people here. Just one last thing. Do you know who Ronnie or Robert would be? Or Ray, that name?
Yeah, Ray is my friend's dad, my best
Right,
friend's dad.
okay. So we've got a lot of people coming through here. There's quite a big group. Your mum, very excited to talk to you.
Yep.
Really wants me to acknowledge you. I get the feeling, were you quite close to her in the last part of her life?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because I just get the feeling there must have been a time where you and Mum were separate from each other, okay? Or you didn't see a lot of each other. Because there's this feeling of Mum being very happy that there was a reconnection or that you guys were together. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I have a real connection with that. Liz, can I just ask you, are you one of three or do you have three children?
No, I've only got a brother and two kids.
So you lost a child then?
No, not me.
Someone's lost a child in your family?
Yeah, my brother did. Yep.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Well, he's got
then.
3 kids, but he also
Yeah,
lost.
that makes sense because I need to put it with the 3 and I need to talk about the loss of the child. So that's your mum trying to acknowledge your brother and telling me that they've got the little one there. It's very young, but they are acknowledging that little one there. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, Jack, just real quickly, mate, were you very close to your grandfather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate, did you write a letter to him or did you write something for him?
Yep.
Wow.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Just take a deep breath, mate. Your grandfather just wants me to acknowledge you. He puts the thumbs up to you, and he makes me feel like he misses you, he loves you, and he wants me to tell you how proud he is of you. Do you understand? And that's really, really important for you, Jack, because your grandfather just makes me feel like, tell him I'm with him, I'm not far away from him. In fact, Jack, it would not surprise me if you felt your grandfather around you, okay? Because he's quite close to you and quite connected to you, and he just sends his love and just makes me feel like, he's proud of you, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that with you guys. I hope that's helped you just a little bit.
Yep.
Wow, that was absolutely remarkable. Yeah, mate, you've done very, very well this morning. Wow, yeah. How is everyone feeling? That was
good.
Quite deep, wasn't it? Yeah. Fantastic, guys. Anthony Grzelka, of course, he will be at the Port Hedland Matt Dan Theatre and Cinema this Thursday. Make sure you grab your ticket, 7 p.m. for a 7:30 start. Thank you very much, mate, and we will chat to you soon.
My pleasure. I look forward to coming and seeing everybody up there.
And thank you very much as well, Liz and Jack, for coming in today as well.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Jack.
We got plenty more coming up on Spirit Breakfast. Spirit 1026 Headland. It is Matt for breakfast. We have Liz and Jack here in the studio just after the Anthony Grzelka reading. Of course, he'll be in town on Thursday. Now, what did you guys think of that? That was very, very deep in some of those connections.
It was really good, yeah.
Yeah, what were some of the things that really, really spoke out to you?
Well, about my friend's dad, Ray, who passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And with Jack and my dad, they were very close.
Even picking your mum's name as well, which was like, wow. I was like, boom.
Yeah.
And Jack, how are you feeling, mate?
Very happy.
Yeah, that was an amazing connection there. And I think, that's good to hear that, he's very proud. He's up there and looking down to you. That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's very cool. And, of course, you will be at his show again. We'll see what happens. So...
Yeah.
it's all exciting.
More,
Well, of course, Anthony, Grzelka, I've got to say thank you very much for being willing participants on this segment. Like, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No dramas at all. The 8:30 news is up next on Spirit 1026.